Taste bud tickle.
Well, it was when I was still married. I worked probably 80 hours a week in 5 days.
Wow.
Okay. Well, I was an executive. Okay, so I had to. Okay.
Still on.
Yeah, you're still on.
We're still on the
You're still
air.
on?
We're on.
Oh, that's good.
Showing up.
We're on the air.
What he just said came up?
Yeah.
Shut your mouth.
Yeah.
No,
Shut
you
your
shut
mouth,
your
B.
mouth.
Really?
You shut your mouth.
All right, keep
So
talking.
anyway, I used to give my ex off Saturdays.
Guess
Period.
so.
She didn't have to do anything for the kids on Saturdays.
Oh, that's nice.
And I would go do the grocery shopping Saturday morning with 5 kids. Well, one of them was a little baby.
Always in the carriage, yeah.
In the carriage, okay? But the other 4 had a list of things they were supposed to be shopping for,
Oh, that's smart.
okay? And I knew the layout of the store.
Yeah.
I put it all on the computer, and I would assign each kid a certain thing. Now, my youngest was, I think, like 2 or 3 at the time. So I had a special sheet for her with pictures of the things she was supposed to find. And my wife couldn't believe that I took 4 kids shopping in a grocery store
you
and
make
was
it fun.
done in 45 minutes.
Yeah, if you make it fun, like
Checked
I used to
out
do stuff with
in
that,
45
like that with
minutes.
my kids.
That's
yeah.
a
It was
good
like
idea.
on a Saturday morning. I mean, it was like,
Yeah.
it was unbelievable.
I could even do that with my kids now, and they're 17 and 19.
Oh, no, when they're teenagers,
but
they turn
could-
around and
that's-
huck everything
they're
in
too
on
old.
you. My teenagers
You
do
can't
that.
retrain them. But I made it a game.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you make it fun.
And I mean,
So
I
used to do
even taught my 3 older kids to look at the cost per pound before.
Oh, I do that. Like if it's 3 for 10,
Or, yeah.
tell me how much each one is.
Right.
I did that. I've gone through the aisle
it
and,
was-
had the kids do that, and people have been like, "You're a good mom."
Well,
So
you
they
know,
make them do calculations.
unfortunately, the 2 oldest are now dead, and the
God bless.
next oldest
You're
is
such a downy
crackhead.
fucking downy
Hey.
lately.
What?
I'm kidding.
Hey, life was fun,
Yeah,
was
and
have
it was
with
fun
your
for
kids.
them as long
Yeah.
as they were around.
Yeah.
And I taught them to have fun. So,
Yeah, exactly.
I'm proud of what I did.
I know.
bless.
I, look
I missed
back
the hell out of them, but,
Yeah. Yeah, I miss when
I got nobody to play cribbage with.
I know, right? They
Okay.
get older and they're no fun anymore.
Fuck kids.
No, keep
Mine are
them
brought
young.
to you by Bud Light.
Oh my god.
So that's what you were doing, huh?
Yeah.
That was the only way you could.
Fuckers.
Never mind. I'm not going to say
They
that.
came back to haunt me. I just, what do they call that? Emancipated one of them.
Yeah?
18, pff, get out. Fucking gravy train's done. To college, get some work credit or something. Get out.
That's your daughter.
Yeah.
She's legal.
She's thinking, I can't believe they.
Whoa, wait a second. He just
Wipe
perked
the
up.
sweat.
There goes the beat of sweat. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe they use the word emancipated.
What?
Because it sounds like you're almost like you cut their fucking like insides out.
You don't really hear that word outside of the Civil War.
I know,
yeah.
right? Well, I
It's like
actually
I was at the court. They're like,
No,
oh,
the Civil War and family court.
Yeah. I refer to it when it comes to your house being foreclosed, because basically when you own a house, you don't own that house. That house owns you.
Yeah.
You're a slave to it. So if you've been through foreclosure, you've been emancipated.
yeah, that whole thing. When I went to court, they're like, oh yeah, we emancipated your daughter, so you won't be paying for her no more. I'm like, it sounded like you
Weird.
almost just like ripped her liver out of her body or something. What is the emancipated?
But
I'm about to flatulate. Same thing.
Not here.
that's
No,
here in
not really.
Connecticut, right?
Yeah, that was
In
West
Illinois, I had to go to court to emancipate my kids when they hit 21.
Isn't that automatic though?
No.
Yeah, you would think it's
No,
automatic.
it's
though.
not. In Illinois, you have to take positive action to emancipate your kids, or you keep paying for them.
Oh, get out. That's wild.
Yeah, it was sick.
Suck a
That is
big
crazy.
fat one, really?
Ah,
Oh, that's
I-
right. We talked about
Yeah,
that
now
last
it
time.
goes through like 24, 25. If they're in college, you have
Yeah,
to
you
still
can
pay.
still get health insurance. That's
Yeah, and then you do their health insurance. Yeah.
up till 26.
I like how
Yeah.
it's at a certain age you got to stop paying for them, but you have to still provide health insurance until they're almost 30.
Yeah, well, that's because
Does that
these
make
kids
that's
are
just
ripped off,
telling them, hey, listen, you can stay lazy for another 10 years.
No, it's about they
the
can't afford
ability
it.
that you can allow them to stay on. You don't have to.
Yeah,
cover
you don't
them.
have
you don't have
I know
to.
you don't have to, but it's saying to your kid,
Well,
you're not going to let your kid be without insurance.
Why not?
No.
You got a good one. I'm just saying he's not going to do that to you.
You were the first person to tell me I'm good.
Well,
Thanks, guys.
He's
some
being
kids
nice.
would be like, shit, that mommy's got insurance. I
Yeah.
can still
I
work.
don't know.
I can still work at Popeyes till I'm fucking 26.
No, but a lot of these kids, though, they graduate a 4-year college and then now they're in retail. So that's why they don't have insurance.
You know what? I tell you what. There's really not much wrong with retail because like all these, they hire people at $15 an hour.
Not all of them.
Not all of them.
Yeah,
very
yeah.
few.
Look it up.
Uh,
yeah, look it up. Ricky
That's
did
like
retail for a
Costco
while.
I
hires.
loved retail.
Costco.
Costco hires them at 15.
Yeah.
So does
Okay.
Aldi's. Look it up. It's right on the sign.
And
Cashiers at $15.
but
Yeah, it's very few.
The problem
stores.
is, though, on those retail stores after the Affordable Health Care Act, no one keeps you over 30 hours. There's no full-time.
Yeah, that's what they do
but
in
they
Walmart.
still have to,
they won't
they
let
have
you do
to
20.
provide
cut all your hours.
health care
Only if you-
services, even less for part-timers now.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't-
because they kept ripping everybody off so
But
that they didn't
Walmart,
make
Home
enough.
Depot,
and
Best
then
Buy.
Yeah, and then they got food
Oh
stamps
no,
because they didn't
I
give
worked
enough
at
hours.
I worked at Home Depot. I had.
Where the fuck
When did you
you
stop?
work?
What?
When did you stop working at Home Depot? Because it stopped.
It was 4 years ago.
Okay, affordable health care, when it kicked in.
I'm slapping you upside
it's
the
not
head
there
next
anymore.
time.
30 under 30 hours a week, and that's when they make sure
Oh,
you
no, no,
work.
that's part of the health care act.
Do a mama slap right upside the head. Bam!
Not under 30.
Yeah.
Mama said knock
Yeah.
you out.
Pretty sure, because like Best Buy, and I know that they cut everything out. That's why they went to no full-time workers.
It's
Why the hell are we whispering?
Because they don't want to be heard on the microphone.
Oh,
We're joking
okay.
around about the mama said knock you out. Because my kids would go, ugh. I always tell them that. That's a running joke.
okay.
What? There was a thing on. I don't have it. Shit. There was a thing. Someone posted the other day to where they put a meme. It's like they were showing, not a meme. It was actually a live video. They showed where Mexicans were doing the strawberry picking and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And this one lady, she had the audacity to say, vote for this one and this will stop. It's like, so you condone Mexicans making $3 an hour picking your fucking produce? How ignorant does that sound?
Oh, right.
And we went back and forth. She's like, well, if Trump builds this wall, we won't. If Trump builds the wall, Mexicans.
Then
won't
nobody will be picking the strawberries
for $3 an hour.
for anything.
Guess what? Put every motherfucker that's on welfare out there to pick those strawberries. How's that? If you're getting a check in Section 8, bitch, pick some strawberries. Pretty simple. We have Mexicans, and it's called fucking Section 8. Just saying. Call me racist or whatever.
They can't do that.
What do you mean? If they're
They
collecting a
can't-
check, why can't they go pick a
They
fucking
can't
strawberry?
do it.
It's not even hard labor.
It's been challenged in the U.S. Supreme Court. You cannot. That's called slave labor.
What?
Yeah.
No, Peter's saying that you
They-
won't be paid at $3 an hour. He's saying if you do it, they'll be paid at reasonable amounts.
Right. They'll get their minimum
That's
wage,
what
but
he's
put
saying.
them to
He's
work.
saying put real minimum wage. He's saying not to treat people poorly and make them make $3 an hour.
Right.
He's saying
Oh.
by not allowing
Give them access
illegals
to it.
in, but by people
By
that are
some people
legally
that have
here,
money.
Yeah,
you
but
would actually
you got to
get.
understand,
Yeah.
a lot of the people that are
Working wage.
currently working in those
Aye.
farms are legal workers.
Right, but if Trump
Okay.
has his way, they'll be gone.
No,
There's
no,
no
he
way
won't.
he's gonna
I
get
know,
rid of
I
11
know.
No, it
It's
won't.
not up to him anyway.
I
don't
know
why
that.
you
I'm
keep
not
pushing
saying
it.
that. I'm
President
saying-
has all the
He's
say.
not. What he's
I know, if
talking
they
about
did,
is building
Obama
the
would've
wall.
passed a lot more
He's talking
laws.
about building the wall to prevent illegals from getting into the country.
They're always
Let me
going
tell
to
you
find
something.
her.
Most of the
do you
farm
really
workers.
Wait,
That's
but let me
work-
tell you something. That wall is not to stop Mexicans. It's to stop the fucking terrorists from coming through. But let me put it through your head there. Mexicans will get in here anyways. They got tunnels.
There's already
There's
terrorists
cartels,
there.
dude. They're already here.
What makes you think that the
Submarines.
terrorists aren't going to use the same tunnels? Okay.
Well,
No, that's
It's not going to happen
And
anyway.
more than
'Cause
and
Mexicans hate
most,
them just as
most
much.
of the Mexican farm workers are here on legal visas,
Right,
work visas.
It's
Okay.
called Plant City, Florida.
And they take they save they're provided food and shelter, and that they save the money until they finish the harvest.
They're
They
called
go
Portuguese
home
people.
where they would have been able to make $1 a day. They're making $3 an hour.
They're called Portuguese people. They do that too. They make all their money here and they send it back home.
That's right.
I'm saying what that fucking video was insinuating that, okay, so don't vote for Trump because it's okay to have Mexicans work for $3 an hour. That's not right. I don't give. That's inhumane. That we got rid of fucking
Well,
Yeah, but
slavery
Trump
years
has
ago.
people working
Peter,
for free
Peter,
for him all
they're-
the time, so that's just
So let me
dumb.
tell you
But
something.
Peter-
Wait. Take a ride down the Plant City take a ride to Plant City in Florida, and go yell at every farmer that employs these people at $3 an hour. Don't get mad at the people.
But
get mad at the
understand
farmers.
something, Peter. They're also providing them with shelter
For $3
and food.
No, they're not.
No, yes, they are.
they're not.
They do that in the
Yes,
park
they
system.
are.
To be
There's
honest.
30
They
of
get
them
paid
living
less.
in a one-bedroom apartment. I lived it. I've seen it. Trust me. In Florida, they are not taking care of them. The only time they take care of them is they'll drive by with their tractor and throw fucking bottles of Crystal Rock at them. That's the only time. And I'm not even making a joke no more. I seen it. You haven't seen 30 Mexicans in your backyard picking oranges for $2 an hour. That's inhumane. That's bullshit. And you know what? You know how they eat throughout the day? They'll take an orange and break it open and eat that. That's inhumane. That's not fucking white America, black America, Chinese America. That's fucking corporate America fucking taking advantage of
Well,
it.
not
And that's
arguing
what Trump's
with
going to do. He's going to get rid of that shit.
But they got their
No,
vitamins.
he'll
how you
encourage corporate America, please. He'll
No,
I'm
he
just
won't.
saying.
Is that where Joe
Yeah.
Minetti is moving?
Yeah.
He's
From a guy who doesn't even pay his bills and ends up bankrupting businesses. Yeah, okay.
Listen to you.
Yes.
He's only bankrupt 4 businesses. He has 27 successful.
And let me ask you
businesses.
And
something.
there's 41
There's a
businesses that
difference.
leaned that have liens on him legally.
I got people that got liens
Don't
on my
hate the
teeth.
player,
I got to
hate
pay
the
for that.
game. The game is the problem. It's not the player.
Oh,
Is-
that he takes advantage, or he runs up a bill and then goes bankrupt, and then no one gets
Or-
paid. That's another
Or
one.
hey,
Is the
you know,
bill.
I mean,
All right, so hang on.
there was a-
You run into a problem where you can't pay your bills, but the only way to get back is to do bankruptcy. You're not going to do it?
He's done it 3 times. I think it's a ripoff at this point.
So
I
is
think he knew what he
Citibank
was
and
doing.
so is fucking...
Oh, they're all bad.
All right,
they're
well.
all bad.
But,
that's
you know-
Not
ridiculous.
People's United.
there was
wonderful.
there was
We're
a
a wonderful
meme coming
bank.
through
You guys are
today.
amazing.
We did not take any bailout money. We're a great bank. So
You guys are amazing.
okay.
I love People's Bank.
There was a
God bless
meme
you.
going around today that showed him talking on a microphone, and the mic was breaking up. And he says on the
Oh,
meme,
yeah, I'm not
wait a
gonna
second,
pay
wait,
him.
wait, wait.
Don't pay him.
I'm not going to pay him. And you want to
Yeah.
know something?
He didn't
I
pay
agree
him.
with him. I agree with him.
Get it, girl.
He's paying premium prices for a sound product,
You go,
and he's
girl.
not getting it.
Throw your
You
hands
don't
up.
pay for it. I'm sorry.
Yes,
Half them
but he
still
does
for you,
that
Bob.
on every bill, on almost every bill, or he pays it 90 days if he pays it. I
Well,
used
what
to
does
do
the government
collections.
pay at?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
120.
Before we go into a rant
So-
about, listen, none of the candidates are good. None of the candidates are great. We've been living in a country where people just read off a teleprompter. They're not even. Let me tell you something. Presidents aren't even people because they have people writing for them. They're not saying what they feel. They're saying what people are writing. Like people like Filler in the background writing this, saying, "Go say this."
Don't blame me for this shit.
I'm not saying
Oh, yeah,
that.
that's how Melania.
Well, wait a
ended up
second.
The
stealing
problem
his-
is, no matter what, this
get
country's been
blamed.
fucked up for 70 years. Each president adds more to it. There's nothing anybody that goes into it is going to do or change.
Now, why
If
do you
Trump
say
goes in
70?
there, he's going to change it. Listen, this country's been fucked up since Washington. Okay? Our deficit just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And guess
gonna
what?
be the
Everybody
United
blames
States
the
of
one
China.
before that. Every year blames the one before that, one before that, one before that.
He spent all our money on his wooden teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They should have stuck with
Yeah.
the cock, too, while they was at it.
He actually married the richest woman in the world. That Martha was actually the wealthiest. She inherited all of her dead husband's money. So Washington was the smartest man that ever lived.
There you go.
Right? He knew. He married up.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
It's crap. All
I think
this
what it comes
crap
down to,
anyways.
really thinking about it, is we expect the candidate to fix everything, and I think next candidate should just come out and be like, I know I'm not going to. fix
And here's
everything.
another thing: even if
Fucking be honest.
even
One-
if you
one-
vote Trump
one
in,
of 'em, please.
Will
he
be able
doesn't
to-
have the final word. Congress does. It's it. Even
Oh,
if
no,
he
no,
says
no, no,
build
no,
a
no,
wall,
he doesn't.
No,
Congress
he
is-
doesn't. No, that doesn't work that way.
even if he says build a wall, Congress is going
He
to say
can build,
no
No, he can build the wall with an executive order.
with his
Yeah,
own
he
money.
can- executive order.
No,
yeah.
an executive order.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Okay.
the Supreme
He can
Court
order
can
it
say
around.
it's
He doesn't have the money to do it.
unconstitutional.
He can't.
What?
The Supreme Court could then say it's unconstitutional.
If
Yeah, but
once
it's
they
already
challenge it, but the
Let
wall
me tell
will
you
be
something,
two-thirds
Bob.
built before
Bob,
that
let me tell you
happens.
something. One of the 7 wonders of the world is a wall,
Yeah,
and it was built 100 years ago. Did that bother anybody then?
Wait, wait, wait.
Yeah, it
Which
isolated
wall
them.
is
The
that?
Great
not
Wall of
100
China.
years ago.
The Great Wall of China
No,
was
no,
not
no, that
built
was
100
built-
years ago, and is now
it
one of
was
the
built
7
like
Well, how many years
3 or
ago?
4,000 years ago.
Okay.
Pete, you
Yeah,
need
it
to read a
isolated
history
them.
book, baby.
Yeah,
I've only been alive for 30.
Happened when the
and it was built with slave labor.
So what?
Slave labor.
They're the dummies that did it. I would have been like, fuck you.
Yeah, and then you would
Yeah.
be dead.
Whatever.
Yeah,
Kill
that's
me.
it. Yeah.
They cut
Give
your
a
head
shit.
right off.
I've survived the metal scene.
Barely.
Have you survived the metal scene?
Our show hasn't.
Working on it.
I think you're.
But you know what? It was a wall that was built. It was made to keep out the enemy. So what?
But it didn't keep the enemy out.
Actually, it kept more people in than
No,
it
because
kept
they got
people
planes.
out.
Because then eventually there were
Now,
planes and
yeah.
they didn't know what they were.
Whatever.
All right, well.
I
Boy,
think
I like
Donald-
the bald orange guy.
I was going to say.
I'm not even a Republican. You believe that? I'm not even a
look,
Republican.
I'm dead serious. I'm going to be 69 years old in October.
That's gay.
Okay, I don't even know how many presidential elections I voted in. This may be the first time that I don't vote.
Not even for a Green Party or Libertarian?
I may not vote because
Actually, there is a green
You
party.
cast a ballot for any other party besides a Democrat or a Republican, you're just wasting your vote.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to waste
That
my
guy
vote,
was
I'm not
a
going to vote at all.
Waste of a vote. It's your vote. That's
It's not
the
a
whole thing.
it's not a waste
They
of
Yeah,
do
but
add
by
up
not
votes.
voting, I'm also casting a ballot, aren't I?
Yeah, but
Okay.
then you have nothing to complain about if you didn't vote.
Well, and I don't complain.
Yeah.
Well, I think we all need to stop depending on people to fix our own fucking problems.
That's right.
That's
Yeah,
the main thing,
true.
all right?
True
Whatever the hell
that.
you got going on in your own neighborhood, take care of it. And then you
Yep.
wouldn't have to worry about none of these candidates, whether they both sucked, because, hey, you're taking care of your neighborhood. You know? Like,
Right.
it's really that simple. It's called
That's-
personal integrity. And
You know
we
what the
all,
big
as
issue in
Americans,
this
need to
world
work
is?
on
Our
it.
governor sucks.
Here's the biggest issue
That
I
we
have
could
a
all
problem
agree
with.
on. That our
Dan
governor
Old.
sucks.
I have a big
Damn.
problem with fucking going to Waterbury into these urban stores and getting chips for 25 cents and then coming back to Naugatuck and paying the same price for $1.50. That's the outrage. Why can't we have the same price for chips everywhere?
Oh, my.
See what I'm saying?
And why you-
Why do they get
Such a
Funyuns at
deep
25 cents and I got to
theological-
pay? I bought a sandwich that tastes like lemon pledge.
There you go. That's just,
People in Morris can't cook a fucking sausage, egg, and cheese.
What's wrong with you people? It's Morris.
Why I gotta pay $1.50 for Funyuns? Bitch
Zone
walking around with
pricing.
4 bags. I got 1. I'm paying $1.50. I got 1. He's paying $1. He's got 4. Fuck. That's an outrage. You
Fools.
want to fix some? Trump, fix that.
Fucking shit gate.
Fix Spreaker.
Then it would be communism.
Spreaker.
Fix the internet. I don't give a shit what you fix.
Fucking with us.
No matter what happens in a serious note, no matter what happens, things won't. Nothing will get fixed.
we'll all
It's
survive.
done.
Nothing ever
That's
changes.
it. Look
You
at,
know,
oh God, oh my God.
Let me tell you something, though. You have a valid point with your candidate. We have a valid point with ours. But if Trump wasn't a racist until 2016, explain that to me. You can't. It's a problem.
He was
Trump
long
wasn't this,
before.
Trump wasn't that. The only thing Trump was 5 years ago was an idiot because he had a show.
The Apprentice.
The Apprentice. That's all he was 5 years ago. Now, all of a
No,
sudden,
he
he's
was
running
a
for
crook
president. He's a
long before
racist.
that.
He's a fucking daddy's
He
boy.
was a crook
You,
long before
you mentioned
that.
The Apprentice, and he is about to go into.
He
you
can
know,
go whatever he
no,
wants.
no, no.
Okay, let's
Well, you
go.
realize I'm on your side, right?
Yeah, I know
you
you're
know
on
that.
my
He's
you
a
know that.
creepy
And
fucking
I am
dude,
the
though.
Republican.
You see that
in the
picture?
room.
He's
With
also
his
up
dog
for raping
running?
Good, but
13-year-olds
hold on,
and
hold on.
frequenting
What-
prostitutes.
What Donald Trump has done
Get it,
so
girl.
far is basically has played his game, The Apprentice. He took on 17 people. He took them down one at a time, just like you do on The Apprentice. In the boardroom, which was where he went on the debates, he kicked their ass in every single debate.
Mm-hmm.
He's a great salesman. He's Barnum
Yeah.
Bailey.
Yep.
He listens to what the people want, and he gives them what they want to hear.
Yep.
With
And he
no
knows how to win the
substance.
game. And his ultimate game is he wants to be the president of the United States. And
So
what
he can
he's
quit.
done, what he's done is give the people what they want to hear. He's not going to build a 50-foot wall. He's even told you that he's not.
Yeah.
He uses that as a
Fuck you.
Gimmick. Gimmick.
he uses that as, okay, this is where we're going to start.
Yeah.
I know that's not where we're going to finish. The one thing that no one could take from Donald Trump is he's a great negotiator. He was dead bankrupt. He was done. And somehow he was able to convince banks like Citibank and Bank of America to not only absolve his loans, but to let him keep his name on the hotel and still have managerial rights to it. So do I think a guy like that might do a good job as president? Yeah, I do. I think he's a great businessman. Yes, he has gone bankrupt, but that's part of the rules. There's game. You can't hate the player.
Three
You
times,
hate the
though.
game.
Yeah.
No, he's done it 4
times.
times, but he has 27
Four, say.
success.
Four.
He has 27 successful businesses that have done amazing. You can't just take that and break it down. There's a
I
there's
just
a
personally
whole
don't
picture.
like him.
And that's
Oh, no,
that's
he's
fair.
Are you against them?
He's an evil guy.
Bitch. We gotta talk.
You don't have to like him. I mean, that's
I know,
the thing.
I don't like
And-
Hillary
and
Thing is,
I
too,
don't
though,
like
as far as
Hillary either.
Debates,
Right.
though, when it came to the debates, though, he never actually debated. What he did is he knew to shut the fuck up, let him do all the talking, and he shut up so they all killed each other first.
Yeah.
That's what he did.
But he was a
never
smart
said-
businessman.
But
Yeah.
that's a negotiating
that's
ploy.
my point.
Rarely will I give
That's a
them that compliment.
negotiating
why I
ploy
watched
and
the
a
whole show, and
negotiating
everything.
tool.
Shut the fuck
Yeah,
up.
well,
Peters.
now he
I've
can't
used
do
that
it with
myself
Hillary.
when I was
Well,
a corporate
he won
materials
the
manager.
primary not on his own merits,
Not
on his I guess the lacking of-
Manipulation.
of
Yeah.
everyone else.
But again,
yeah.
did you watch his TV show? He
I-
did exactly what his TV
Yeah.
show. He wrote the
And-
rules to the TV show, and he applied it perfectly. And that's what's exactly happening right now. So
But that's
But-
even
but the
worse.
pro- I
That
think the-
you're using that as a point because, like, okay, so he did that with a TV show, and he's gonna run our government like that, and you're cool
Well,
with that?
the-
Like,
but
that's
the fact
it's a
fucking
reality.
ridiculous.
It's
Like,
Not to mention he's got the hottest
how
fucking
did
first
it'll
wife
be a
ever.
reality.
My
That's
question
not
is,
funny.
how do you think the government's run today?
it's a boardroom. That's what we have. It's
The government
that's
is
a
run
work-
that way right now.
and I think that's probably what the problem is.
And what he's
That's what
doing
we've
is
all
he's
been
exposing
complaining
it.
about. Well,
He's exposing
I mean,
it
I don't think
so
he's the
that
only
people
one who's
can
been
understand.
exposing it. We've been exposing it for everybody's been exposing it.
I got
since-
caught
you
exposing
know, like,
myself, yeah.
I mean, you know how it goes.
Many a time.
Public pool.
My shorts fell down. I'm sorry.
Exposing what?
My junk.
Well,
We can listen. We can go back and forth with each other. We have all of us have our valid points. This is probably the worst fucking
choice you have to make.
no, the worst presidency ever. Like as far as debates and everything. This one, that. This one, that. The problem is, as Americans, every year we kept saying we want a president that doesn't read off a teleprompter. We want a president that's not gonna financially gain from being the president. And that's him. That's what he's going to do. He's going to take his money that he makes every year and donate it. He don't need that. That's Trump changed him. He's run a campaign to where he has taken
That's better.
he has taken donations, but very minimal.
He took in a lot from a lot.
All right, you know what?
Taken a lot.
If I'm going to be spending billions, I want to get some back. Too.
And he also showed fiscal responsibility because he spent less than anybody else. He used the media to his advantage by.
That's because the media won't shut up about him.
Well,
He doesn't have to spend any money.
That's good.
He won't
business.
use
That's-
Air Force One. He won't go and do stuff like everybody else does. You know, it's just. America is tired of the teleprompter president, and that's the problem.
Well, except for one thing, okay? There's no way any one man can know everything that a president needs to know. So he's got to use a teleprompter.
But have you noticed since Obama's been withdrawing our troops, our country's worse, our world is worse. Our world is worse now because of what he's done. So how much?
we had no
Wait, how
idea.
much
That
safer?
was Vietnam. That
Time
was a
out.
Vietnam.
How much
No.
safer will this country be with Hillary? How much safer will this country be with anybody?
Well, she actually has
there's more
more
homegrown-
knowledge of
Let me tell you something.
international
Before we go to what we
diplomacy.
learn, read the book of Nostradamus, and I'm going to tell you something. You might not
No, I know what you're talking
You
about.
thought the
There's supposed to be
Great
a
Wall
one
was
world
built
leader.
100
It's
years
a
ago,
solid
and you
war,
know
and
about
that'll be
Notre
fucking
Dame?
Trump.
You can make jokes about Nostradamus, but guess what? He was only off on one, and that was the word S.
Yeah, when Hitler, he had his.
Thank you.
Yep.
I
You're
believe
right
in
on
shit
that.
like that. You can laugh all you want.
I have
Yeah.
Nostradamus' book. I know,
Ah,
what you,
good.
and you don't know what you're talking about. So.
He said he's off by a few years. I'll say that, but he did say Middle
Okay,
East.
so what's the Nostradamus say?
He said in the Middle East, but he's off by what, 10, 15 years?
Oh, the Middle East was
It's
going
going to start in the Middle East, and guess
It was
what?
going to blow up anyway.
Okay.
It was going to blow up.
Well,
Yeah.
he predicted the Middle East in what was it, 1300? I don't know.
Here's
What
the-
Yeah,
year?
the Bible
There's
did
more.
that
I
too.
didn't realize you were
the
so
Bible
much
did the
into.
same thing.
I didn't know you were so
more.
much into Nostradamus. I mean, we ought to have a show about conspiracy stuff
We can
like
do
that.
that.
shouldn't
We
Yeah,
do.
a
We
conspiracy
paid a
show.
bill.
Maybe do it on Fridays. Yeah,
It's on Fridays at 4 o'clock.
not anymore. But
Didn't pay the bill.
Oh, he didn't?
No, he
Okay.
he's not listening. Yeah,
I
hope not.
mean, I don't have a lot of knowledge about stuff, but I do believe in what Nostradamus said. Let me tell you something. When he said Middle Eastern, and that whole Hitler thing, when he said Hitler, not Hitler, he wasn't very far off, was he?
Oh,
and
no.
the Middle East is very
And when
unstable
he
right now.
said
No,
gerbils instead of
Well, here's
girdles.
the
The Middle
point,
East
too.
ever been stable?
Yeah, but
Has it-
ISIS
has it ever?
actually, when they turn around, they broke down
Yeah.
like what their theology is. They actually say that they want to bring about the second coming. That they actually want to make the world so bad.
And the seventh
that
head
Jesus
snake
has to
was-
come
That's
back.
what I mean. There's more
They're trying to
homegrown
fill-
terrorists in this country already.
Thank
that,
you.
you can't stop it.
And the seven-headed
It's
snake
fucking-
was found in was it Istanbul the other day or something? I don't know where they found it.
She's married to Brian.
Yeah. But anyways, we can go back and forth. And yes, I don't have a very good thing to stand on because I'm not very knowledgeable. But I do believe in Nostradamus. So.
Okay.
And it's
Whatever.
Nostradamus.
You laugh. He
I
said-
didn't realize that. I'll bring my
No,
Nostradamus.
I know, but he said
Can I tell you
Hitler.
something? In
He
regards
said
to that, though,
Hitler.
But there's also like different prophecies about New York falling into the ocean and
Oh,
stuff.
God. In California,
Okay,
too.
I'm going to give you a conspiracy. The bottom line is all that fracking in the Poconos, they're messing with the plate of the Earth itself.
Of course.
They're messing. That ground's not going to be able to hold up eventually. What's going to happen?
What did you think that would happen in New York after building up so many tunnels on a fucking island?
Yeah.
It's going to eventually let go. So that's
Yeah.
just, we did that.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's why I don't really go to New York anymore. Boston, hello.
Yeah.
Boston's the bomb.
Hello,
Thank
Boston.
you.
Yeah, because
I'm
the
from
tunnel
Boston.
there is
They don't have.
insane.
They don't have any problems with tunnels. They
Yeah,
don't
but
have any
they're more
problems with
inland. They're not
tunnels.
an island. They're not an island. You
No,
don't
it actually
understand.
goes from the airport underneath.
They're not an island like Manhattan.
Yeah.
They did originally, yeah.
Guess what, though? Everybody wants to move to Florida, the fucking sinkhole of the world.
Oh, I know, right?
But where do I want to retire? To the fucking Category 6 fucking hurricane.
I want to fall into the middle of the earth.
There's not even a Category 6 that's invented yet, but that's where that's going.
Well, you're gonna die anyway.
It's God's waiting room.
Once that Category
I'm not
5
worried
hits
about
fucking
controlling
Florida,
when I die.
beachfront
why I
property is
enjoy
going to
the
be
death
fucking the
You're gonna
Carolinas.
do that with the pool. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
You
Bye-bye,
notice, too, the
Florida.
craziest
Moving
people are
in
in
North
Florida.
Carolina. he
Crazy.
goes, "It'll
Bye-bye,
be Florida
Florida.
Next 10 years, it'll be Florida.
And when the fucking glaciers melt, blah, 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 New York will be underwater.
When?
Blah, blah,
They're
blah,
already
blah,
melting.
whatever.
Yeah, they are.
You'll have polar bears in your backyard.
And when the fucking internet
The
is
polar
better,
bear's
Metal
actually
Fortress will be
starving
off
right
the
now.
air.
Well, you
They're
know,
actually starving.
that's like hiding under desks.
Because that was
from
going to
the
help
atomic
so
bomb.
much, right?
And also, we're going to have a new ice age that starts in 2010. That's what I grew up studying in school. So this
I
was back
remember
in
the
the
bomb
50s.
shelter things when they used to
Yeah.
make us go and
And
Oh,
Bob's
remember
got
you-
like
they
8
used to have
days
the-
left.
The little diamond things.
All right,
It went from 5 earlier in the show to 8
I keep
later
giving
on.
him more days.
Yeah. I keep
Phil, who's on the
stretching
show
it.
tomorrow?
It's like your GPS when you're driving a little bit
Okay.
faster versus a little bit slower. It keeps changing your estimated time of arrival.
Oh, yeah.
Who's on the show
No, you
tomorrow?
know what I hate about the GPS? When you turn around, you try to avoid traffic or the tolls. Because, you know, like when you go to New York, and they make sure you hit every single tunnel, and then you turn around and you go, okay, I'll do the back roads. And then it turns around and gives you back roads so bad, you're pulling up on a project in the Bronx going, shit.
What's wrong with the project?
Oh, shit, I'm in East New York.
Yeah, and the GPS is like, you're going to pay the toll or die.
East New York's Brooklyn. Just say.
All right, Phil, who's on the show tomorrow?
Thank you, Peter. Tomorrow's show, Noelle Gray is coming back. You may remember her. She was a comic. She was on our
Very
show
funny.
about a month and a half ago. Wrestler Big Jim Anderson is going to be joining us. He was supposed to have done the show last month, but there was a death in the family, but he's going to be able to join us. Singer-songwriter Ken Moore is going to be here, and our little intern Dayton Fenwick is going to be back.
And to reiterate what you were saying about what you went through, this woman is terminal. Very inspirational story.
Stage 4 terminal cancer. Yeah.
Stage 4 terminal, and,
And
she's
she's
a
one of the
comedian.
funniest people imaginable.
Yep.
Oh, God,
Tune in and
is she
listen to it
funny.
tomorrow.
Oh.
She keeps going, so you have something to look forward to. Casey, what'd you learn?
I learned a lot.
You learned your
Phil's
BB's
gonna,
big?
Phil's going to put me on the page finally.
He believes that, too.
Phil lies.
Thanks, Phil.
Thanks, Richard.
I learned that Ricky can actually talk on the mic and
Play Richard.
and be funny like the rest of us.
Wow. I told you.
Yeah.
Rich.
Okay.
He learned a lot. I don't get that beat.
Burps and slurps.
Sounds like a strip drink.
It's a
And
song.
I learned this
He has
kid
to
can
create
play
one.
good guitar.
Yeah.
Thank
Corey.
you. Thank you.
Corey.
Corey. Yeah.
Sorry.
No problem.
That's what I learned.
Please hold.
Thank you.
What'd you learn, Corey?
Didn't even mention this on air. How much I tend to try to communicate with hand gestures and like facial expressions, but how much that doesn't work on the radio. Like this entire, I remember one of the conversations we were having. I tried raising my hand. That really helped our
Yeah.
people listening, and how much how much usually in every conversation we were having when people were speaking, how much I guess I use facial expressions just to try to get my point across, and then I realize. No,
Nobody
no
can
one's
see them. Yeah.
no one's here to actually see these probably ridiculous.
here.
Well, yeah,
We didn't see him either, though.
Matter.
Don't we matter?
Oh,
Isn't
no.
that
But we
the
didn't
point
see
at the
them.
beginning of the night?
I saw. him.
all radio guests matter.
Yes.
You were fantastic.
Any attention to your vagina, you'll see whatever.
How does that even make sense?
But yeah, no, I
It
It
still
does,
gets no
look,
attention.
it does appear.
I did learn
I
that
got-
Corey was fantastic.
yeah, apparently I can't say the word fantastic without sounding effeminate.
No, it's not effeminate. It's like Fairfield County.
Yes.
Fantastic.
I think that's worse.
That's what.
What's that guy on Family Guy? Mr. Extended Jaw? What's his name?
See, you're from Avon. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's the problem.
See, I'm from New York, so I can make fun of you.
Oh, you're from Long Island. Oh, Jesus.
Long Island.
What'd you learn, titties? I mean,
Gatsby
Ricky.
hungry.
I learned that I'm still going to continue to scroll past all the political posts on Facebook, and I'm still not going to watch the news.
Oh,
Good
look,
answer.
she's struggling to talk right now. You don't understand. I love you very much.
And I'm
She
very
is-
happy that Corey's okay.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Stop bringing the
God bless
fucking
you.
show down.
I'm serious.
We're gonna have two pools
I'm
here,
serious.
Corey and
That's what
Bob.
you should go through.
We're gonna have a race now. It's like a death race.
You
It's
are
on.
one evil motherfucker.
It's all.
Who do you think's gonna lose, Corey or Bob? Come on.
Oh, if I try hard
No
enough,
brainer.
come on.
I got money on Corey.
All you have to do is go skydiving.
I
I
take him
was
out
gonna say,
for one
I got
weekend.
that woman the other day
Corey.
with the parachute fell off and they found her in the tree. That's
I got my money on Corey. I'm good.
Oh God, yeah, no, I'm young and I'm stupid. Come on, stupidity.
well, I won't argue the stupid part.
Bob, what did
Anyways,
you learn?
What I learned? Okay, let's see. Where do you want me to start?
At the beginning.
I learned that Bullwinkle does know Commander McBragg.
But they're not the same studio, though.
Oh, it doesn't matter. He was on the show. He was on the Bullwinkle show, not the Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Lynn, you always crack me up. You always have. Sometimes I may be the only person listening.
Right? Yeah. Sometimes you want. Yeah. That happens a lot, unfortunately.
Corey, I love your music,
Thank you, sir.
and it was like I tonight you did some of your older stuff.
Yeah.
and that's even to me was even better.
Thank you.
Okay. Sam, hey, look,
Rah-rah.
I've got CRS, so it takes me a while for the synopsis to connect. Samuel, great stuff.
Thank you.
I mean, it's
Oh, you know he's old
Yeah,
when he calls you
definitely-
Samuel.
Definitely good music. Definitely.
well,
Samuel.
Like the Bible, you know.
well, no.
That's exactly why they named me too.
Yeah.
Okay, Phil, you love breasts, and I know that. I celebrate that fact for you.
You got a good view tonight, too, actually. You get to see them up close. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not going there.
All right.
Okay, anything over a handful is wasted,
Yeah.
but that's still fun to look at.
Corey has big fingers, yeah. He's like,
Don't forget you're friends with my dad now. So.
Yes,
That is creepy.
we'll talk about it.
It's very creepy. And you might bang her mom.
Wow.
Jesus.
Okay,
Jesus.
somebody
Don't
else
come
is
over here on
turned out.
Sunday either. Craig, what'd you learn?
I learned that as many intelligent people as are in this room, they're going
Not
to have
me.
all completely different views on politics, and it's amazing how each and every single one thinks they're right. The good news was I do think some people did listen today about the other point of view. Not necessarily that you changed their point of view, but at least you understand why they view that way. So I guess that's what I learned today.
Yeah.
That's good.
Sam, what'd you learn?
I'm going to continue on that note. I learned dialogue. It's important. And
That's
I think
right.
that, like, everybody here, different opinions. At the end of the day, we're all Americans, and we're here. And this country, I think that's what's still, like, people talk about making this country great again. If you look around this room, that's great to me. So,
Aw, give
seriously.
him a hug.
Awesome.
Seriously.
Someone hug him.
We all do.
I got you a mouth hug. Don't worry.
And he's got good music.
You want a mouth hug?
And I get you got to lay the pipe better.
Always that one guy.
We did learn that tonight.
There's always that one guy. Who screamed like
See,
that?
he
Who
just
did
learned that. We all knew it already.
Lynn, what'd you learn?
I learned that you guys are a bunch of crazy motherfuckers and a lot of fun. And I love your music as well. So it was very, very fun. Thank you for enjoying it and for inviting me. It was really fun.
And you're very funny yourself.
Okay.
Yeah. Phil, what'd you learn?
I learned the secret to a great show is not having John Mayock and the Homesteaders in the
Oh.
studio.
Hey, notice I reserved any smart-ass remarks
That's
about
all
him
good.
in the song.
Sam and Corey were last-minute additions to the show. Sam, actually, I just met for the first time this morning on Facebook. I got a friend request from him. So, what is this? I'm like, oh, perfect. You want to be on a show? And he said,
That's fucking risky.
and he said,
Awesome.
You friended Phil?
Trust me,
yeah.
okay.
And he's like, all right, yeah, what do I need to do?
Who's the bigger risk?
Yeah. So, Sam,
Sam definitely took a bigger risk.
Sam, thanks for
A black guy friended a Fairfield County guy?
Progress.
There's
Baby steps. Baby steps.
True that.
Our lives matter.
It gave the.
He must have needed a reference for a job or something.
Oh, that's cold.
And Corey and Craig, thank you also for coming at the last minute too. It's a pleasure having you. You're going to be back in a few weeks too.
Yeah,
Yes,
no,
but-
I was so excited. Like it was too long without being on.
Oh wow! It's a
Every
wonderful
time I
addiction.
come on, I absolutely have just a
Potential
fantastic
Wednesday
time.
night visitor
It's possible
for music.
Well, we have a lot of folks coming in for the next Wednesday, so we have to. We'll be able to get. We'll get him in. There's plenty of room for him on the show. Also, on Corey, you have very long fingers, which is interesting.
Weirdo.
Now that you have a long,
What do you want him to do with those fingers, Phil?
They're pretty,
let's get the Facebook video back on.
Prostate, please.
Prune my garden?
And your grandmother keeps sending me stuff.
I would say my hands are pretty fantastic.
There you are. They're
They're
fantastic.
Become a colonoscopist? No.
You have a long life ahead of you. Make good use of your fingers. Okay.
Yes. God bless you.
Does help being.
What did I learn? I learned Casey. What the fuck? I thought you were a Trump supporter, fucker.
What the fuck? What?
His tattoos. Why
I learned we won't be friends in November.
Like we ever would.
Like we ever were friends. Fucking asshole.
Fucking hated your guts since kindergarten.
I know. It shows every month that we fight. No, on a serious note, thank you, man. You've come a long way. I'm not going to put your business out there. I love you, man.
Love you
Keep
too.
fighting that fucking fight because
I'm fighting.
Ricky's with you too now. Once you hurt Ricky, that's the problem because Ricky is always thinking about you and asking about you. So
Ooh,
love you,
all
buddy.
right.
Not in that way.
I know.
Don't bend over.
Okay. Corey, when I look at you, I'm so hungry, man. Those prints on your shirt make me think of pork chops. I'm so hungry. I'm a fat guy.
We're still on for Denny's after this, right?
You hitting
Oh,
Denny's?
Denny's is the best.
I look at you and I remember why there is beauty salons and
What?
do
Yeah.
eyebrows.
Yeah.
Work on it.
Yep.
But I like that you're. You know what I love? On a serious note, I love about you is your enthusiasm. And when I saw you post, the best thing in the morning is having Phil Hall, which you could have included me in the sentence.
He was the one who sent me the message.
I'm the one that started PPRN, but anyways.
And I'm the one running it. Yeah.
Thin skin.
This is what happens when you have other people.
No,
doing it.
I was making a joke out of it.
Thank you.
I love the enthusiasm that you have.
I love the show. Thank you so much for having me.
I love the enthusiasm that you get for being here. And I know I did my little rant today, but it's people like you that keep me going and not want to quit. So.
Thank you.
Yep.
So when you say you're excited to come on, that makes me remember why I'm doing this. So
Same will
skipping
too.
you, keep marrying you in about fucking 68 days or 63 days. I'm not skipping you, you know that. Bob, what
Okay. Here we go.
I learned Bob. I learned Bob is that.
Might be your stepdad.
Yeah. I learned Bob might be swallowing something in the family. It's just not me. I don't know. That's kind of going to be weird, like waking up in the same camper. Bob's in the other room. You hear, you know when Bob's ready to come. And you know when Ricky's mom says, Claire! know you've reached a
Ricky's
plateau.
PPRN.
Yes. But I fucking Bob, I miss you, dude. I miss our 2 days
Love Bob.
together. I really do. I love you, buddy. You're my biggest
I
fan.
miss Wednesday nights too. I really
know.
do.
I miss you a lot. Uncle Bob, our biggest fan on the weekends. You know, as soon as I put on 24/7 that one play, it's Bob. I love that. That keeps me going. You know, I'm ready to tie the knot in the noose and fucking jump off the side of the building, but Bob
keeps him going.
He's that one.
Damn
it, Bob!
I usually am the first one.
I know you are. I appreciate that. Thank you, man.
I enjoy the hell out of it.
I know you do.
I'm still learning what the differences are, but I'm
I don't
beginning
know,
to. I don't care. It's good music.
Craig, what can I say about you, man? Awesome dad to your son, and you know what you've been through with him, and God damn it.
Because during all that bullshit, he was the one that was.
Yeah, he's
my
helping
whole
us.
family.
He's
Honestly.
kind of helping us fulfill our dream too, and that's a good dude. So you got a great dad. I wish I knew my dad as well as you did. Lost my dad at 9, so I tell everybody, man, don't be that person at the fucking funeral saying, "I wish I spent more time with my dad," because
I will never have. To
I will
worry
call
about
you out. I would swear to God.
Never
If
have
I
to
see
worry
someone
about
at a funeral saying, "I wish I spent more time," I will call you the fuck out because I lost my dad at 9. I don't even know who he is. Only thing I remember, he was a drunk who beat my mom. That's it. I wish I got to know the real person, but didn't get to. So
What made him a drunk?
Well, that's
You
what
know?
I'm saying. Addiction is a problem, and I know all very well what addiction is. I'm not condoning what he did, but.
Yep.
Mr. Rah-Rah, same Rah, man. I'm glad you didn't get all like fucking Black Panther on us when I asked you that
That's coming next time.
Next time, yeah.
I'm gonna bring
There
the
we
whole
go.
formation
He was like,
outside.
I'm glad you brought that up, motherfucker.
We'll come with the JDL so nothing happens.
And I
It'll be
spelled
good.
fucker with a Q, motherfucker. Seriously, though, I'm glad we could fucking finally talk to an intelligent person and not fight. Being whatever. A bunch of people, all different creeds and races, and Portuguese we're black when we're in the hood, but we're white when we fill out an application. I don't know what people consider us. But I'm okay with it. Are you cool? You all right? You Portuguese. All right. Thanks, man. So I don't know.
Just go eat some fish.
Yeah. But, man, good dude, good lyrics, good lyricist, man. And
Oh, yeah.
no one in this room knows
Definitely good tunes.
the rap game like I do, and I can see that, you know, I want to say you're at the level, if you keep persisting, you're at the level of LL, bro. You know, LL's made 10 albums, so.
Appreciate it.
You're at that level. I think so. I think you can bring, and you know what the problem, not the problem, but what the good thing is you don't sound that like that fucking repeated fucking crap on 93.7. You ain't. Thank you.
No, it's good.
Thank you.
Stereotype.
Yeah.
Thank you for not being fucking. The fuck did you say?
I listened to probably close to.
And he really did.
20
He's not
minutes
lying. He's not lying.
On YouTube, on SoundCloud today.
He's not lying. either.
Loved
He-
everything I
he
listened to.
listened.
Appreciate it.
I love that about you, Bob. You make sure to listen to everybody and everything that you can find of everyone, and so you know before the show
Well,
comes
you know,
in.
I made a commitment when I decided to come on the show to write a song for each episode that I'm on. And how do you do that about people if you don't find out what you can?
What's the
about
deal
them?
with Ovaltine?
I don't know.
There's actually a thing of Ovaltine in our house right now.
All right, Lynn, I want to thank you for reminding me why mannequins are so hot with your nice hair and all.
Oh, okay.
They're pretty.
Thank you.
I called Ricky today. I said, is it weird to think that mannequins are hot?
Yeah, yeah.
Is it? No, but they,
Well, in
they got
West
nice
Point, they're actually
bodies.
anorexic,
Don't
you
they
know, so
design
I
it
don't
to be-
know.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's-
I agree.
But
They-
then
they
we
are
went to
basically-
a liquor store and he's like, "Oh, she looks like a mannequin." I'm like, "Why don't you just say she's hot?"
She did. No, listen, we have no problem saying that to each other. That's one thing I can say about my fiance. We don't have a problem saying, wow, he's hot, she's hot. We don't get jealous. We don't.
No,
Like,
because I probably think they're hot too. I mean,
yeah, so I just say what she's saying. But thanks for your political crap. Appreciate you
more
being a
than
douche.
that.
I love you. You're funny. Come back, please.
Yes, absolutely.
You're funny. Even though you showed up late.
Oh, I have a choice on that one.
No, I know. Thank you. But come back again, please. You're funny.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Definitely.
Phil,
Phil?
what can I say about Phil? Thank you for changing the hat.
The same hat. The same hat.
No, the Volkswagen hat was the first one.
Well, I've been wearing this on and off.
And
for a
that
while,
one too, yeah.
I bought a new one this past weekend.
I'll tell you what, though, in a pinch, Phil does come through.
Yes, he
Yeah,
does.
he does.
Does come through. I was like,
Phil
Talk
always
about pulling a
steps
rabbit
up.
out of your hat, you know?
but I'm glad that Corey came. Thank you. And
So,
and
Phil,
that post, too, was like a
What
fucking
did I post
amazing.
to
No, I
you
was
when
so-
you
I was,
told
like,
me
so
I had
excited.
I know you were.
to
That's
revise
weird.
the song?
No, it's not weird,
I
like
don't
bad.
remember.
It's I never had anybody excited to come into my basement. Weird.
I slept late.
Except
I
one
see
time
it
when
at
I
11.
Cosby'd the girl, but
I slept late. I wake up at 11. I see it. I'm like, oh hell, fucking yeah!
I wish you were that excited when we offered you the fucking Hall & Oates tickets, but that's another
Oh no, don't! It was my sister's birthday.
know.
I was jumping for joy. I tried to find
I'm
every
kidding.
single
I'm
person I could to
kidding.
go.
I'm kidding.
I was pissed. That I
Oh,
couldn't see
seriously
that.
though, last time I offered you anything. No,
Yeah, September 16th, September 28th, October 27th, and June 16th. Don't offer me tickets. That's
Okay.
all family birthdays.
I'll remember that. I can't even remember my wedding day. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you everybody for appreciate all the stuff that you guys all you do for free.
Thank you, Peter.
Thank you. We're together. One of the mixtape Saturday DJs said, teamwork is what makes the dream work. I fucking love that.
That's a great
Oh my
phrase.
God, that was awesome.
That's a great, yeah,
Yep.
it is.
That was a great saying. Like I
Yeah.
gave everybody props on Saturday, and the one DJ was like, and it's like the last thing you would expect from this one guy. He's like, teamwork is what makes the dream work. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I had goosebumps out of
Yeah.
my ass.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
It's that no one alone can do something.
But you know what? As frustrated as I get, and when I want to give in, there's nights like this and everything, and Corey's post, and everybody in the mixtape. When you see it starts at 2 and it goes to 300, that's awesome. And the movie show, the way it's progressing.
Yeah.
When I used to have 2 listeners, now it's almost up there with us, and the sports show that we're burying.
We're
Burying the other one.
mm,
Burying them. Sorry. Thank you
Game
for everybody
over.
that listens. Thank you everybody for tuning in. And last but not least, thank you to the my best friend who's going to be my wife in 61 days.
59.
59? Ew, I told you to send me a picture, make me look stupid.
I did. I posted
Great.
it.
Not today.
Today, when you asked me
Oh.
to, I did.
That was 3 days ago. I can't count.
That's when you
I don't even know when Mr. Thomas was born.
59.
You want to do a 59? That's an amputee number.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I have. Yeah, I did.
But I do. I love you and everything. You definitely put up with a lot of crap. I don't know what the fuck. Why are you even with me? I'm such a dick sometimes.
She still has
I
59
agree with
days to
that.
reverse it.
I really am. I mean, like I fucking totally.
Yeah, but you're a
stand-
fun dick.
I'm not. You don't deal with what Ricky deals with. Who says that at a straight club?
You don't see that behind. You don't see the behind the scenes, Dick.
Yeah. The only time that's acceptable,
You
Bob,
can
is
say
at a
that
glory
when you're
hole.
my age.
Bob, the only time that statement is acceptable is at a glory hole.
Okay.
You're a fun dick.
Hey.
Okay. I hope I can expand in your mouth widely enough. But thank you, sweetheart, and so can't wait for September. And motherfuckers, if you're listening, go to the bottom of the invite. There's a link. It says respond. It's pretty simple. But everybody thinks it's the trademark or something at the bottom. I can't remember.
Well, I'm not
Anyway.
worried about it.
But thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow night, and let's go home. Well,
And as we say at the end of every
Any
show,
show.
stay black, y'all. Good night.
Peace.